Regular season is over, folks. Dallas Carter, the number one ranked team in the nation, finished 12-0, 8-0 in CUSA play. You know, we're rolling. Like I said, I think this is the year we're really going to win a chip. I want to do a recap before playoff season starts and conference games start, bowl games start. So yeah, we eclipsed 60 points 6 times. It's crazy. I simulated the last 2 games because they were just casualties. Really, we had no point in playing them honestly. So yeah, like I said, we beat UTEP 70-42. Western Kentucky put up a good fight, 44-34. For the national, that game started off close, but I mean we pulled away late, 75-41. So we just been rolling teams, man. I just want to do a recap of stats we have for our players and so everything that happened. It's been a long season. So let's look at the team stats. I'm sure we lead the nation in almost every offensive category. So I want to show you guys that. Over 7,400 yards total. 3,891 passing yards so far. 3,508 rushing yards, which leads the country by about 2,000. We even have more rush yards than Air Force. So see how deadly our run game was. Led the nation in points scored per game with 57. Had 50 passing TDs. Only UAB had more than us. Rushing TDs, we had 40 of those. Led the country by almost 20. And first downs, we had 337 first downs, which is more than 100 more than the next team. On the flip side, since we do score so many points and we play so fast, we gave up the most yards too. 5,885, 4,532 passing yards, and over 1,300 rushing yards we gave up. Yeah. We gave up a lot of points too. Like I said, a lot of teams were playing from behind, so they were just throwing the ball down the field the whole game. And we don't have the best corner, so I mean, you know how that goes. We didn't really get a lot of sacks, but I'm not really a big sack guy. I'm more of a coverage guy. And we did lead the nation in interceptions with 30, which is, superior. Conversion rate, 54% tie for first. We went for it on first down more than any team in the nation other than Georgia Southern. They tied us 62%. We got 62% of our fourth down, so we're putting a lot of pressure on teams. 2-point conversions, 5 for 8, which is 62%. Not bad. Still ranking the top 10, I believe, in that. Red zone efficiency, over 100 attempts, so we're not even kicking field goals. We're just going for it every time. We didn't have the best efficiency, but we did score 56 touchdowns. So the fact that we're getting down there so much doesn't really matter that we're not converting all of them. Like I said, we only kicked 1 field goal the whole year. We were scoring. We didn't care about kicking field goals. And red zone defensive trips. We gave up a lot of red zone defensive trips because, like I said, teams were playing from behind, so they didn't have a choice. But I mean, when teams did get down there, they didn't score much because we did a good job of holding teams to field goals. Penalties, these penalties in the nation were 32, 234 yards. We're disciplined, man. Differential turnover differential 21, which is tied for first. They have 12 giveaways, but we go for it every time. So didn't have many interceptions as well. Only threw six fumbles lost, takeaways. 33 led the country. Yeah, we're going to go to some player stats to give you guys a final look at our players before some of them graduate. Lindsey Scott, 47 T's, 82% completion percentage. That dropped a little bit with the games were simulated, unfortunately. 13 sacks, good number. He didn't get sacked a lot. Lee Battle had a good year, man, for a sophomore, redshirt sophomore. 11 for 11, still perfect on this season. 3 touchdowns. Run game, like I said, Bird ended up averaging 13.5 yards per carry with 8 TDs. Yeah, man, he almost basically rushed for like 100 yards on almost every game I played. 100 yards at Jacksonville. New Mexico State only 8 carries. 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900-yard games, which is impressive. Like I said, I'll be interested to see how they uh, progress his overall next year, considering he has such a good year. JoJo Marable had 1,100 yards rushing and 8 TDs. Khalid Battle added another 350 on the ground with 11 rushing TDs, which is he could get 25 next year as a full-time starter. Big guy, give it to him in the goal line. Lindsey Scott even had 11 TDs, so he has 57 right now. So with bowl season, if we make this playoff run like we're supposed to, he could end up with 75 TDs. Barfield got some action, man. Everybody got some action, really. And receivers, I'm gonna try to get touchdown Brown 1,000 yards for send him off the right way for his senior year. He has 11 TDs, of course. Let's look at his career stats. Yes, he's been pretty productive. He got hurt last year, so he's been a stallmate for me, man. Gonna miss him. Look at some other guys. JoJo Marable, 821 yards receiving as well with 15 TDs on the ground. He's the Heisman favorite right now. Like I said, I hope I can get him to come back for another year because he is a dynamic player. I feel like the smaller running backs and receivers just have better animations, and it's easy to make people miss with them. And yeah, like I said, he's been super productive throughout his career, man. He's gonna go down as a legend. We might even retire his jersey. Didn't really return kicks this much, needing them too much on offense with the departure of Chet Moore. Yeah, Xbox Marshall had a good year, 646 yards. He's looking like he's ready to be the guy next year. Uh, Jaden Williams-Randall had a pretty good year, 400 yards. Spread it around. Tampa had 369. Kenneth had 42 catches, 297. He was really just my third down short conversion guy. Yeah, we got a lot of different guys involved, man. Let's look at the defense. Defense balled out with the turnovers. As you can see, Dre Wheaton has 29 tackles for loss, and we haven't even started bowl season yet. Impressive, man. 96 total tackles. Didn't really, like I said, I'm not a big sack guy. I would rather drop my lineman because the computer likes to do a lot of quick passes in general. Even users do abuse the quick game, so you have to drop an extra guy or two sometimes. But C.C McKenzie is one pick away from breaking the national record for interceptions in a year. Impressive with 14. Man, he had a phenomenal year for us. 14, 18 total interceptions in his career, man. He's a stalwart for me. See, he had a 4 interception game against UTEP. I think he took 2 kicks to the. Yeah, he took 2 interceptions to the crib that game. But yeah, man, he's getting almost one every game. He didn't have multiple interception games 4 times, so he's getting his hands on that ball, man. We got to get him one more so we can get that record, which I'm sure will come. Not really many forced fumbles. McElwain had a pretty good year. I was telling you guys about him earlier. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on a few stats and stuff. Show you guys how we finished the regular season. Wasn't really challenged much in the CUSA, but we did put up crazy numbers, which is always fun. We led the nation in. Guy from UAB, Ricky Van Buren had 51 TDs. Lindsey Scott is second. Zach Pyron is third with 44. Like I said, we still have bowl season, so guys could run up some more stats as well. Like I said, we have the 2 leading rushers. I'm not sure why the rushing numbers are like this, because we all know in college people run the ball way more than this. Guys don't even have 300 carries, which isn't very realistic, but who cares? It's a video game. Lead battle, he could still Hawk him maybe, possibly. I doubt it, but he's fourth. Fourth in rushing TDs. He's not even a starter. So imagine what he'll do next year as our full-time starter. Yeah, they don't even have Dre Wheaton up here, but we know he leads the country in tackles for loss. Didn't even have my guy up here. They don't show us no love, man, because we're just so dominant. Let's look at the rewards, favorites, and then we'll wrap this up. JoJo Marable, favored to win the Heisman still. Lindsey Scott, they look like there's locks from what I'm seeing. Like, it's going to take a divine intervention for one of my guys not to win the Heisman. Let's go to the awards list. Where we have a lot of finalists for these awards. Player of the Year, JoJo Marable and Lindsey Scott battling it out. Head Coach of the Year, we're in first for that. Best quarterback, Lindsey Scott should win that. Got to keep pace though. Never let your foot off the gas. Dre Wheaton and C.C McKenzie are battling for Defensive Player of the Year. They're both, like I said, Dre Wheaton has 29 tackles and C.C McKenzie has 14 interceptions. He's definitely Defensive Back of the Year. Uriah Voltron got a couple votes. Nate Barkley even got some votes. Best running back will obviously go to JoJo Marable or Deion Bird. He's been pretty good, man. We don't have any receivers awards. No Lombardi. Unitas Golden Arm Award. Lindsey Scott's favored to win that. Like I said, this guy has 51 TDs, so it's imperative that I keep cooking. Interior, we have a lot of guys up for interior because we run the ball a lot. No tight end awards. Our DC is up. I guess it's the Assistant of the Year award. Okay, yeah, both of our assistants are up for this. They'll probably both leave because we have such a good year. They're going to get jobs. I'm going to miss those guys up. Dre Wheaton, Best Linebacker of the Year, of course. Xander Richardson, he's second in center votes. Blue guards, we don't kick any field goals, so that doesn't even matter. But yeah, we're up for a lot of awards, man. It's going to be pretty cool. Let's look at the CFP bracket so far. We're the number 1 seed. We got Minnesota, the 8th seed. Iowa, the 9th seed. Ball State as the 4th seed. Tough. Nebraska, 5th seed. UAB, 12th seed. That's the beauty of this 12-team playoff, man. A lot of teams are going to get in that don't have to finish undefeated. Just have a good resume, which is what we all been dying to see for the last 30 years. Arkansas, 2 seed. Stanford, 3 seed. Texas A&M is looking like a 7 seed. NC State is the 10th seed with 4 losses. So, like I said, getting the playoffs with 4 losses. Notre Dame, 6 seed, and Louisville is projected to be the 11th seed. And yeah, that's about it, man, for the wrap up. We had a good year, like I said. In my next video, I'll probably cover my recruiting. Tap in with that. I know we do have a few 4 stars and we do have a lot of 3 stars. So we're starting to finally get talent. Probably got to replace my coaches too. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But like I said, let's go get this CUSA championship. Peace.